Hey everyone, it's Mr. Ocker here from Monroe, and today we're going to start class with, oh my goodness, just an amazing video. Make sure you have some good sound quality for this one. Even some headphones would be great. Enjoy. Here's the link. So as you know, we've been talking about the orchestra families. After watching that video, all of those instruments are in one of the 4 instrument families of the orchestra. I'll give you 5 seconds. What do you think it is? If you answered brass, you would be correct. Alright, so before we talk about the characteristics of the brass family, I want to see if you can identify in your head, using previous knowledge, 3 instruments in the brass family. Turn to a partner if you're in class, at home, or at school. See if you can name 3. Ready, go. Alright, so some of the most familiar brass instruments to us are trumpet, tuba, trombone, French horn, and baritone. And actually, all of those besides tuba are available for you to play in 5th grade band. Alright, so we're going to talk about the characteristics of the brass instrument. And here I just have one instrument with me. I have the trumpet. First of all, we've got the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece. You get to see in some detail there. And the way that I begin to practice this instrument and learn how to play a brass instrument is by putting my lips together. I take a breath in and blow that air out. And sometimes your lips will vibrate when that happens. Yeah, I know. You think that's weird. But guess what? It gets even weirder. Mouthpiece on. Side view. Mouthpiece. All right, now let's take a look at the body of the instrument. So we have the mouthpiece. We have valves. The trombone actually has a slide. The valves and the slide on the trombone help you change notes, okay? So you get the valves, and then look at all this intricate tubing. It starts here, following along, wraps around here, goes into the valves, comes out and through the bell. My bell is kind of dirty. I should clean that. And so you blow air and... there is a brass instrument, the trumpet. Okay guys, before we go on, I want you to recall the information that we've learned about the previous instrument family. So we're taking a break from brass, and I want you to review, what's it called? The first one we learned? Strings. I want you to take a piece of paper down and answer these 2 questions. Number 1, what are some characteristics of the strings family? Kind of like how the brass family, I didn't even say this before, is made of brass. This one's silver plated. Or the brass family has 3 valves. What are some facts and characteristics about the strings family? I'm going to give you one. They all have strings. Don't use that one. Think a little deeper. Question number 2. Try to name as many string instruments as you can. Write those down. What are the names of the string instruments? All right, we'll come back to those answers at the end of the lesson. Now, let's check out how a brass instrument is made. This is a little bit of, it's a short to long video. Watch it all. It's pretty amazing how we go from this piece of metal to this beautiful instrument called the baritone. Check out the link. Okay, guys, at this point, I would hope that you guys are like, wow, you know, strings instruments or brass instruments, I would love to play either of those. I want to tell you something about brass instrument as a brass player, okay? Just like any instrument, brass instruments take time, discipline, and just both of those to become a great player. Discipline meaning you have a routine where you practice all the time. Like 5 times a week or more. You must build a mouth muscle. It's called the embouchure to play the instrument. It's a fancy French word. It's like going to the gym. You need these muscles to be strengthened in order to play longer for periods of time, higher to get a better sound, and to make progress. It's like any sport, the more you practice, the better you will be. All right, it's time to check our answers to the strings family questions. Number 1 was, what are some characteristics of the strings family? As you can see here, we have some listed. The string family includes wooden instruments with strings, so wooden strings. In order to create a sound on the instrument, you need to pluck or bow the strings, causing them to vibrate and make a sound. The string family has a deep, continuous sounds. Some other characteristics are they have sound holes, they have tuning pegs, you use a bow to create a vibration, etc. Now, the other question was, what are some string instruments called? The biggest is called the bass. Then we have the cello. Then the viola, violin. Of course, in the middle there, you have the harp. Good job reviewing, everyone. All right, here's your last assignment. Based on what you've learned today and seen, I would like you to sketch out a brass instrument. It could look like the trumpet. It could be a little different. Tuba, French horn, similar to anything. But here's the important part. You must include the following: a mouthpiece, a body made of tubing, valves or a slide like the trombone, and a bell. So again, mouthpiece, a body made of tubing, valves, and a bell. So get started on sketching that out on a piece of paper, and don't forget to label those parts. Here they are listed above. While you're doing that, I'm going to show you a video, or you can watch that after you've done your labeling your instrument. All right, guys, I hope you had a great day in music learning about the brass family. Think about maybe if you would like to play this instrument next year. Think about if you would like to play a strings instrument next year. Guess what? There are 2 more families coming. All right, I'll see you later.